Have you ever wondered what happens to your body, mind, and spirit when you stop engaging in one of life's most natural, private, and powerful acts, masturbation, in your later years? Many seniors grew up in a world where solo sexual expression was hushed, frowned upon, or even shamed. As time passes, this habit often fades quietly, pushed aside by health changes, societal pressures, or a growing disconnect from oneself. But here's a truth few doctors share openly. Stopping sexual self-connection after 60 can slowly harm more than just your libido. It can impact your entire well-being. This isn't about desire, it's about vitality, circulation, hormones, sleep, confidence, prostate health, emotional balance, and yes, dignity in aging. Before we jump in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest hitting that button and turning on the bell so you never miss another health tip crafted for you. 1. The body responds to what it no longer gets. As we age, many bodily functions slow down, not just due to time, but due to lack of use. Just as muscles weaken without exercise or joints stiffen without movement, sexual organs react similarly when masturbation stops entirely. Blood flow to the pelvic area drops significantly, which can cause discomfort, reduced sensitivity, and, for men, a higher risk of prostate issues. Tissues that once responded eagerly to stimulation start to atrophy, becoming less flexible, less responsive, and sometimes even uncomfortable. For women, vaginal dryness, irritation, or a sense of detachment from their bodies may increase. What surprises many seniors is how fast these changes can happen. Within months of stopping sexual stimulation, the body can start to forget what it once knew so well. Unlike in youth, it takes longer to regain what's lost. Regular masturbation, even just once or twice a week, helps maintain elasticity, sensitivity, and overall pelvic health. It's a form of self-care that prevents stagnation, discomfort, and future problems. This isn't about chasing passion or forcing what feels unnatural. It's about preserving function, avoiding pain, and honoring a vital part of your body's design. You wouldn't stop brushing your teeth because you're older. Why neglect another essential part of your health? But the body is only part of the story. What happens emotionally when you lose touch with your own pleasure? That's where things get deeply personal and powerful. 2. The emotional cost of disconnection. When seniors stop masturbating, it's not just a physical change, it's an emotional and psychological one too. Over time, many older adults start to feel detached from their bodies, as if they're merely maintaining a machine rather than living in it. This emotional disconnect can show up subtly at first: less interest in personal appearance, a dip in self-worth, or a quiet sense of being invisible. What was once a source of comfort, release, and joy becoming something avoided or forgotten. Masturbation, though private, is deeply affirming. It reminds you that your body is still yours, that you're still capable of feeling, choosing, and enjoying something just for you. For many seniors, this simple act restores a sense of control and identity that often fades with age. It's not just about physical pleasure. It's about emotional grounding, self-confidence, and staying connected to your inner life. Without this private ritual, loneliness can grow, anxiety can creep in, and a sense of emotional flatness may replace the vibrant inner world you once knew. For some, this even affects how they connect with others: less warmth, less openness, less joy. But there's a powerful truth many don't realize until it's nearly gone. When you stop connecting with yourself intimately, you may slowly start to disconnect from the world around you. And, as you'll soon see, this emotional distance doesn't just affect the heart. It impacts vital organs too, especially one gland that's rarely discussed until problems arise. 3. Prostate health relies on activity. For older men, few things are as quietly critical to long-term health as the prostate. This small gland plays a key role in both sexual and urinary function, yet it's often overlooked until issues emerge. What many don't know is that regular ejaculation, through intimacy or masturbation, is not just enjoyable, it's protective. When a man stops masturbating completely, the prostate can stagnate. Fluids build up, leading to prostate congestion, which brings discomfort, pressure, and a higher risk of inflammation or infection. Over time, this can contribute to benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, causing urination problems, frequent nighttime bathroom trips, or even the need for medical intervention. This isn't just a theory, it's backed by years of medical observation. Regular ejaculation helps keep the prostate active, clears out old fluids, and boosts blood flow to the area. Without it, the gland becomes more prone to enlargement and other issues. Ignoring this aspect of care isn't modesty. It's a missed chance for prevention. You don't need to rely on pills or surgery as your first defense. Something as simple as regular self-pleasure can be a natural, proactive way to protect this vital organ. But the benefits of masturbation in old age go beyond organ health. What if this small act also shapes your brain chemistry, affecting how you sleep, feel, and think each day? 4. Hormonal balance and brain chemistry. One of the most overlooked benefits of masturbation in older adults is its impact on hormones and brain chemistry. When you stimulate your body and reach orgasm, your brain releases a wave of natural chemicals: dopamine, oxytocin, endorphins, and prolactin. These aren't just feel-good hormones. They regulate mood, improve sleep, reduce anxiety, and even support your immune system. In a stage of life where insomnia, depression, and stress are common, these natural responses become powerful tools for overall wellness. Dopamine keeps you motivated and emotionally engaged. Oxytocin fosters calm and connection, even when alone. Endorphins ease pain and bring clarity. Prolactin promotes restful sleep and cellular recovery. All of this comes from a simple, private act that needs no prescription, no insurance, and no doctor's visit. Without this hormonal activity, you might feel more anxious, irritable, or emotionally flat. Sleep becomes harder, stress lingers, and over time, this imbalance can quietly affect memory, focus, and physical resilience. Masturbation isn't just about pleasure. It's about internal chemistry. It's about giving your brain the signals it needs to keep you grounded, relaxed, and alive. And if your mind benefits from regular release, what about the part of you that's often forgotten, your sense of comfort and dignity through physical touch? That's where we go next. 5. Touch is a basic human need, even from yourself. As we age, touch often becomes rare. Hugs fade, intimacy may lessen, and many start to avoid their own bodies altogether. This lack of touch, even self-touch, can create a deep emotional void that affects both mental and physical health. Masturbation, at its core, is a way to stay connected to your body. It's a form of nurturing, reminding you that you're still alive, still deserving of comfort, still capable of feeling. Many seniors unconsciously treat their bodies like fragile machines to be maintained, not homes to be cherished. They go through routines, bathing, dressing, taking pills, without truly acknowledging their physical self with warmth. Over time, this disconnect can lead to emotional numbness or alienation from the body that's carried them through life. Self-touch changes that. It invites you to slow down, listen, and feel, not out of duty, but out of care. Masturbation becomes more than sexual. It becomes meditative, a way to affirm, I'm still here. I still matter. I still belong to myself. This act of reclaiming touch can ease loneliness and restore confidence. And as powerful as this connection is, there's another often unspoken benefit. It helps maintain intimacy and control, even when relationships change or fade. Let's talk about that next. 6. Intimacy doesn't end when relationships change. As we age, relationships shift. Some lose a partner to illness or time, others face emotional distance in long-term marriages, and many live alone, navigating retirement without a constant companion. In these moments, some believe intimacy, once vibrant, is simply over. But true intimacy starts with you. Masturbation allows seniors to maintain a relationship with their own desire, tenderness, and emotional world, no matter their relationship status. Far from being a substitute for a partner, self-intimacy is an act of independence. It's reclaiming closeness on your terms, sending a message to your spirit that your ability to feel pleasure and comfort didn't leave with another person. It lives within you. This private connection is vital when physical or emotional closeness with others isn't possible. It reduces loneliness, maintains emotional balance, and reminds you that you're still a complete, feeling human capable of joy and softness, even without a partner nearby. While this emotional strength is healing, many seniors still carry guilt or shame around this topic. It's time to confront that outdated burden because its damage runs deeper than most realize. What happens when you replace shame with self-acceptance? The answer might transform how you age. 7. Let go of the shame. Many seniors grew up in an era when sexuality, especially self-pleasure, was cloaked in silence, judgment, or shame. Messages from family, religion, or society often made masturbation seem dirty or wrong, particularly in later years. Over time, these beliefs became internalized, quietly shaping how seniors view their bodies. But here's the truth: that shame doesn't belong to you. It was inherited, and you have every right to release it. Masturbation isn't a sign of weakness or moral failure. It's a normal, healthy, even therapeutic part of being human. Letting go of decades-old shame is one of the most freeing acts you can do in later life. When you stop seeing self-pleasure as wrong, you reclaim control over your physical and emotional health. What replaces shame isn't just acceptance, it's confidence, peace, and relief. You begin to treat yourself differently, walk with more dignity, sleep more soundly, and live more freely. By shedding this weight, you make room for self-care, and there's no better way to start than by learning how to do it safely, comfortably, and with intention. That's why the next part matters. It's not just about why, but how to support your health and peace. 8. Practical tips for safe, healthy self-intimacy. For seniors, masturbation should be approached like any self-care practice, with patience, respect, and comfort. Your body has changed over time, and that's natural. What felt good decades ago may not feel the same today, and that's okay. The goal isn't performance, it's presence. Start by choosing a quiet, private space where you feel at ease. Give yourself permission to explore without pressure or haste. Let this time be yours, free from distractions or judgment. Using lubrication can make a big difference, especially for older skin or if dryness is an issue. Lubricants reduce friction, prevent irritation, and can enhance sensation. Experiment with different types to find what works for you. For men, take your time with stimulation. There's no need to aim for a specific outcome. For women, gentle touch and awareness of sensitive areas can reconnect you with forgotten sensations. Pay attention to how your body feels before, during, and after. Do you feel more relaxed, calmer, or more connected to yourself? These are signs your practice is working, not just physically, but emotionally. Self-intimacy isn't something to feel embarrassed about. It's a quiet strength and self-awareness. Like any health practice, consistency matters more than intensity. Gentle, regular self-connection supports your mood, circulation, sleep, and sense of empowerment. Now that you know how to do it respectfully, what happens if you ignore this part of your health? The long-term risks may surprise you. As you stand in this stage of life, with its wisdom and reflection, you've likely realized something key. Aging isn't about decline. It's about rediscovery. You're not fading, you're evolving. And one of the most intimate, often overlooked parts of that evolution is your relationship with your own body. For many seniors, masturbation carries the weight of shame, embarrassment, or the sense that it no longer fits this chapter of life. But what if it does? What if now is the most vital time to reconnect with this part of yourself? Not for others, not for performance, but for healing, presence, and peace. Your body, though changed, is still yours. It still responds to care, reacts to kindness, and thrives on attention. Touch, in any form, is a human need. When that touch comes from you, it's not just physical, it's emotional and spiritual. It says to your heart, you are still here, you still matter. Masturbation in this stage of life isn't shameful. It's one of the most profound acts of self-care. It supports circulation, prostate and pelvic health, balances mood and hormones, eases loneliness, improves sleep, and reminds you that you're not disconnected from your desires or identity. Even in solitude, you can feel alive, powerful, and whole. If no one has told you this before, hear it now. You don't need permission to be close to yourself. You don't need to apologize for being human. You don't need to carry outdated beliefs that silence your needs or dismiss your body's truths. You deserve to feel, to rest without emptiness, to look in the mirror and see someone still worth touching, loving, and being. The world often overlooks the power of quiet rituals, closing the door, breathing deeply, and giving yourself what no one else can. But in that moment, when the world slows and you return to yourself, you may find something sacred, a reconnection, a softening, a spark. So, as you move forward, carry this truth. Masturbation isn't something to hide, judge, or dismiss with age. It's your right, your private joy, your reminder that you're not just existing, but living fully, deeply, and unapologetically. Your journey isn't over. Your body is still listening. Every time you choose to honor it with care, kindness, and presence, you're choosing to live on your own terms. And that, in the end, is the most dignified act of all. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live authentically. I'd love to hear from you. Share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your life. Let's support each other in embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.